What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, another podcast, the third video of the series, brand new here. And we are today joined by the one and the only, the film trainer, Marco. Say your last name one more time.
The film trainer, Marco Cazorla here.
Cazorla. I saw it. I'm like, I want to make sure I say it right. I want to make sure I say it correctly.
Thank you for trying.
So
great attempt. It's all good.
Now, for those of you guys that don't know, and for the people that are watching and may not know who you are, why don't you give us a brief breakdown of who you are, what you do, and what you are within the industry.
Got it. Thanks. I am a window film trainer, so I handle all the window tint training inbound and outbound. Outbound meaning I go to the customer, which we are here in Houston, Texas. I'm doing an outbound training, and I also do the same for PPF training for Xpel. So I only can touch Xpel customers.
Okay, so you're exclusive to Xpel customers.
Exclusive to Xpel.
Okay.
Correct.
And how long have you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years.
Going into my third year in December.
Nice.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent.
Thanks,
And
brother.
how long have you been tinting? Too long.
2004. So going on 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Long time.
What made you switch into training? Have you owned your own shops? Have you done it? Like, I literally don't know any of this information.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So I learned how to tint in a Formula One shop in Southern California, Upland, California. I'm sure you know where that's at. I was in college and my friend said, "Hey, do you want to learn how to do window tinting?" I'm like, window tinting? And what sparked the fire was he told me the money that he was making. And I said, okay. So I got in ground level. All I did was remove door panels, remove old film, just pretty much all the grunt work. And I'm so grateful for that because, as you know, you have to have a good prep process. So if you don't know how to prep really good, your install is not going to be good. So I did a lot of prep work.
Like years, months?
I would say a good solid 7 months. I was just prepping, yanking door panels off. Yeah, we were all bottom loaders.
7 years, 7 months.
7 months.
That's a long time.
7 months, and then they put me down. They were just making me do doors.
Okay.
Front doors, back doors. I would say it was a good solid year and a half. And they didn't let me do back windows.
Tough.
Very tough.
Shrinking and installing.
Oh, dude,
Frankenstein.
I burned a ton of back window film.
Oh.
They sent me to the Lumar school, and that's where I learned. Orange County.
Oh, okay.
Orange County.
Yeah, that would be the West Coast.
I forgot. What is his name? Daniel Chong.
Yes.
Daniel trained me.
Yes.
A long time ago.
Oh, man. I'd love to get an interview with him, too.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd love to hear that one as well. He probably doesn't remember who I am, but.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Stop it. Stop it.
Man. It's a long time ago.
Now, you've I would say you've probably been doing it much longer, but like I feel like you've blown up within the industry in regards to training and branding yourself as the film trainer.
Right.
How did that come about? Where did you see it? Where did you feel it? Why were you jumping on it? Like, tell me how that came about.
Interesting question. The Latman, Patrick Latman, with the wonderful question, strong question. Film trainer was created in Orlando, Florida. I was on a work trip. I was hanging out with one of my friends, David Serro, at a Window Tint Z, and we were just talking, and we came back from a business trip, and he's like, "What if you did like something just creative?" And I was like, "Oh, we were thinking about it," and I said, "What about the film trainer?" He was like, "That's it, run with it, get the website," and I did it. I listened. That's a thing in life when you hang out with successful people. You gotta. They give you advice, you got to take it.
Got it.
So I ran with it, and now I'm talking to you. I've been on the Rap IQ podcast with John Duver. I'm not sure if you know who that is. That solely came to fruition because the film trainer was created.
Really?
And I didn't know who John Duver was,
right,
and what who he is. And I like to say John Duver is like the champion of the rap industry.
Okay. No, like I don't know. I watch Joe Rogan. That's it. Like I have knowledge just because of what I've been doing for so many years, like in regards to work soundboards and work cameras and things like that. But
dude, look at this setup. Joe Rogan and Jamie, watch out. Patrick Latman is coming. This setup is wow.
I tried to like I mentioned this before. so many people were doing interviews, and like I have access to these amazing people, Carlos and you and Martin Fowler, and I mean so many great people within the industry that like I'm like, listen, I just got to sit down and talk to these guys and like and get to know them and talk to them for a little bit. So like I don't watch a lot of podcasts actually. Like I'm having trouble like figuring out ways to like close the podcast and open the pod. Like still forming the format really.
Got it.
As the third one, it's like I think it's going well.
You got to hear the Rap IQ. He gives you practical things to do inside your business that you can immediately do.
The Rap IQ.
The Rap IQ. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
after.
Okay. Gotta check it out.
He's a beast. It's John Duver and Blake Madsen. They're huge in the rap industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I like it. Oh man, so many good things, so many questions going through my head. Now you were part of Tinter battles last year, right?
Yes, I was a judge, one of 3 judges.
Okay.
And that's how I was involved in the Tinter battles. So I know that all the eyes are on me and my partner Eliu, because I'm super critical in my training. I kind of act like a judge in my training because I tell my guys when I'm training them, hey, I'm going to be super critical with your work. Don't take it personal. But if I don't point these things out to you and show you how you got these handling marks and dirt specks and a shotgun blast of dirt on the top ridge, your customers are going to point it out to you. And you rather redo and remove the film when it's fresh than a customer take time out of their day, come back, remove all the old glue. It's a hassle. And it's the worst customer experience.
You got better to do it now because then you could redo it in 5 minutes, and 2 weeks later you got to get the steamer out, and you got to. It's
not a good look.
It's not, no. And then you got to. The customer has to come back, and
then you got to Uber them back, and then they're waiting in your waiting room, and you can feel the pressure, and
you got to do it right because
you have to do it right.
I feel like when people come back, clients come back for one window, then they start looking at every window, and then they start picking it all apart, and they're like, okay, we need to do everything. If you're going to do one window, you're going to do them all.
I had a customer when I was in SoCal. They literally got, when you're signing documents and it's like a little arrow that says sign here.
Yeah.
They did that to my work. It was super.
Pen?
Yeah.
Bing, bing,
but
bing,
it was just like the little arrow, like sign here. And they said, what's all this? I was just like, oh my goodness.
The nightmare client.
It was very particular. Guess what kind of car? This was back in 2009. Guess what kind of cars it was?
Oh man, Tesla? No, it's not Tesla. BMW?
Prius.
No.
Oh, yes.
The electric car.
Yep.
Yeah. Why is it electric cars?
Prius
Everyone that owns electric cars, they're like nitpicky.
I should have learned that Tesla customers are very particular as well.
Now, moving into this realm of branding yourself as the film trainer, I think it's amazing. It's a great thing to do, and from personal experience, stick on the brand, because I thought when I started doing this years ago, I started off as window tinting business, logos, things like that, branded myself as that. And about a year ago, I switched over because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, window tinting is great, but it's a hyper niche, right? There's other guys in different outfits, doing wraps and doing PPF and doing other things within the automotive aftermarket industry that were gaining way more praise, more views, more popularity. So my idea was to brand it to a self-brand, Patrick Latman, and I've noticed that things have actually gone down in regards to growth. So in the future, a little food for thought, don't ever switch over to a personal brand. Stick to the brand. Yes. Well, here's the thing too, is the film trainer, right? The film trainer, it's easy to remember, it's crisp, it comes off the tongue, but you know what you're doing. You're training film, and it's when people know, but people don't know me, they're not looking up Patrick Latman for window tinting. Who the hell is Patrick Latman? No one knows. If you're not in the industry, I'm not saying that people in the industry know me, but what I am saying is that if you're brand new, you don't know what to look for that.
Correct.
And I got kind of in this mindset of I'm trying to get to 100,000 subs and getting 2, 3, 4 million views and blah, blah, blah.
That's so hard.
Oh, at the end of the day, it's not even worth it. It's because then you lose yourself as trying to get big. And the whole point of the channel was to help people grow, people show, inform, inspire, and improve.
And then you won't have good content. You don't have time to focus on content because you're trying to grow the likes and such. That's a full-time job.
I did that mistake for about a year, and I'm still in the works of changing the name back. But the name is coming back to window tinting business just because it just more focuses on the things that you need to do. And it's crazy too, within the last 2 or 3 years, like when I first did this, there was only one active person that was doing videos. Matt Blackmer at the time took like a 3 or 4 year break.
That guy's a beast.
Oh my God, he just broke 100,000 subs.
He's a beast. I'm so proud of that guy. I've never met him, but I would love to install with him one day.
He's super chill. Yeah. Super chill, super nice. He'd take a phone. Like one day, I called him out of the blue, and I just like was just talking to him, and I thought he was dead. I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Like in his videos, someone commented on it that Matt died in a car accident or something because he just fell off the face of the earth. No more videos, no explainer video, nothing. And if you could search on some of his more popular videos. Like I commented, like, unfortunately, Matt's not doing videos anymore, but come check out my channel. And I'm like, oh my God, man. So embarrassing.
That's funny.
So stick with the brand, and just because, like I said, the last 4 years, 3-4 years, it has exploded. I was by myself for the longest time. Matt came back. Wow. Excuse me. Try to edit that out. Sorry, apologize.
No, you're good. You're good.
Down the wrong pipe. Matt came back, and when he came back, he was at like 25,000 subs. He just broke 100,000. I mean, we got Carlos, we got you, we got Jason. Like, there's so many, and there's so many more that I'm
Austin
missing.
Cook.
Oh, so many.
Yep.
And wow, still choking. Sorry, excuse me. So I just think that the content side for window tinting, like, will it ever reach 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subs? Maybe. Who knows? But like the work that we do, that you do, that I do, the things like that, I think it has crazy impact for people that are trying to get into the industry.
It just goes to show you that the industry is still strong, and it's growing at a rapid pace. Like if someone were to tell me 18 years ago that, hey, you would be training people and that the industry is still exploding, I would be like, I'm not too sure about that, But now it's exploding. Everyone has their YouTube. Everyone's posting their content, which is good. We need more. We need more awareness.
Rising tides raise all ships.
Absolutely.
Baby. And that's a great thing. That's why I love people that are doing the things that they're doing, because it just brings so much more awareness.
And again, it's not easy to put yourself out there.
No,
it's not, because there's a lot of people that are against it, and they're projecting their insecurities, and you can't listen. You cannot listen to the haters. So anyone listening to this, you gotta keep moving forward. Unprogram your brain how society is training you to, cave into the comments, live on the comment. You can't do that. Just pick your plan and attack it. Keep moving. Keep moving forward. You have to.
Where do you think that, like, because some people are like, oh, well, window tinting might be a dying trade. Maybe there's smart films out there. There's films that can be tinted by the flip of a switch. Like, do you think that there is long-term still stability within the industry for automotive?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always going to be cars to work on.
Always.
I mean, maybe we'll learn how to install the smart films.
Maybe.
Who's going to install it?
Machines at the factory? I don't know.
You need the human touch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure. But there's still going to be a ton of cars on the road that need to be redone.
This is true.
And then what are they going to do? Put
the robots in there? Yeah, no, you're right.
We'll have to learn how to install smart film. Who knows?
Got to evolve.
Got
to evolve and roll with the punches.
If you don't change, you're going to be left behind.
The dinosaur.
Those who struggle with change are left behind.
It's true. 100% true.
Yep.
What's some advice?
Ooh, this is good.
Yes. This is gonna be a two-parter. First one, what is some advice for someone, because your expertise is training, right? Mm-hmm. You're getting people that have never touched film before, never touched a heat gun before. They don't know anything. Like what advice would you give someone that's interested in the industry, and thinks it's a career? I mean, it's changed my life. This is not a job. You're not going to McDonald's and putting in orders. Like, what advice would you give for someone that's trying to get into the industry or thinking of it?
Take it serious. It's 100%. It's a trade just like any other trade school. You have to put in your time. If you come into this thinking that you're going to knock it out of the park, you're coming in with the wrong mindset. Come in there, have your mind open, leave your ego at the door, and just be ready to learn and soak everything up and ask questions. Go to a formal training school. Like Xpel has training, but you have to be an Xpel customer. I know Austin Cook does training, and I believe Matt Blackmer.
Matt Blackmer just started training.
Yes, correct.
Just started
training. So,
I mean,
you want to go to a respectable trainer that has real-world experience. Like, I believe Mike Norg does it as well.
Yes.
You want to go with, you do it as well, you want to go with trainers that have a good reputation. Not just, hey, I do window tint training. No, you need to work on a real car. You have to work on a real car because
not just the door panel on the thing,
my God.
Or just part of a back window.
No. You need a real car because you need to twist your body, jumping in the back window and contorting your body, especially a Model 3 back window. You got to contort your body and get uncomfortable back there. It's hard to do that if it's just a glass stand. So
it's true. No, 100%.
You have to.
It might give you the how to feel, but
correct.
Getting there,
you have to feel that pressure. Real world scenario. You need to find a trade school or a trainer that a window tint school or a trainer that's going to give you real world training.
How long would you say from start to finish? Someone just getting their feet wet. How long should it take someone so that they're on their own working, maybe at a shop, maybe not on their own, but like on a shop and being able to be part of a working shop?
So the expectation, with our classes here at Xpel, by the end of the week, they should be able to do a complete car, start to finish, in 8 hours.
8 hours.
One person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. 8 hours.
So, I mean, if that individual was part of a team, then they can contribute, to maybe do a door or two while the main installer does the back window, and that new beginner can be under the wing of that veteran, and that would help up with the learning curve as well. So,
yes, being able to watch and see the experience, what they're doing.
Correct.
Ask questions. How are you doing this?
You got to ask questions.
Why did you do it this way?
Yes. Like, for example, Pete here this week, the guy's just, this is my second time at the store, and he's a completely different individual. Like, I made a comment a couple days ago, and because I was observing him, and he was asking questions like, why are you doing this? And why? I'm like, oh. And I told him, I said, Pete, you really reprogrammed your brain, huh? And he paused, and he's like, I guess I did reprogram my brain. I'm like, dude, yeah. You're a completely different installer. You're a completely different person, and you can tell. He's an elite installer.
Yes.
He's not. The speed will be there, but he's very particular and he's critical on himself. And he already has the mindset of becoming the best. And I believe for sure.
One of the best.
With the leadership here and the workload that they have here, he's going to be the top.
Ooh.
For sure.
I can't wait to see.
I'm calling it. Yep.
Okay, so now that we've covered people that are getting into the industry, people that are looking to or thinking of it, what advice?
Just to backtrack.
Yes.
When people are getting into this, you gotta. Some of the trainings are expensive. It's worth it. If it's whatever $6,000 to $10,000 for the week, at the higher end installers, trainers, it's worth it. It's a trade. It's a skill set that nobody can take from you.
100%.
And you can literally change your life and your trajectory in life by learning this trade.
I believe it. No,
yeah, it's changed my life. It's changed yours.
I used to work at a bank. I hated my life. My wife worked. This was before I had kids. We had one kid. Now it's all I do. I'm the type of guy that, like, when I go into work every single day, I absolutely love it. My wife stays at home. I got two young kids. It's like, it's changed my life completely.
You're a good man.
I try.
You're a good man.
I'm an insane person. I mean, I got an awful knife on my arm.
Hey, that means you're committed.
Committed.
You're committed. That no quit mentality that I talk about.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
We need that more in life. We need leaders that have that no quit mentality.
Just keep going no matter what.
And reprogramming your brain to do hard things. And when you encounter something difficult, it's not going to be, all right, let's just do it. We move forward.
Figure it out. Slowly but surely.
Yep.
One of the ongoing things in regards to the industry is, now this is for established shops, people that are here, a guy that is now trained, knows what he's doing, he's on his own, but it's so hard to find established or qualified tinters within the industry, what advice would you give them for wanting to go from this one-man operation to this organization with multiple installers and growing a business? How do you source those guys? Do you find them and mold them from scratch? Do you bring experienced tinters in? What advice would you give for them?
For companies that are trying to scale, it's extremely difficult to find like someone with 18 to 20-year-old experience that doesn't have bad habits and that aren't jumping around from shop to shop. Because if you get a guy with a ton of experience and his work history is jumping around from shop to shop every quarter, the shop's more than likely not going to hire him no matter how much you pay that individual. So I would say start from scratch, build them up.
From scratch. It might cost a little bit. It might not make
Correct.
as much in the profit margins at first.
Correct. Like if you get someone out of high school, that's someone that doesn't want to go to a regular 4-year college and they like working with their hands, they have some interest, build upon that and give them some type of ownership. Like, hey, we'll send you to the trade school. We'll bring a trainer out. We'll send you to the tint school. Empower that individual so that their buy-in is with your company.
What about one of the constant things and threats that some people think about is that, like, I'm going to train this guy's going to be phenomenal, and then he's going to dip on me. He's going to go and work on his own and go do his own thing. I've always been the believer of taking care of people very well,
right.
Taking care of them enough that they can go on their own, but taking care of them enough that they want to stay. Like, I don't know if a lot of people think that way. I don't know.
No, the reverse is true. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Shop owners have to treat their guys like family, because let's think of it like we're here at work more than we are with our families. So why make it miserable, and why make it so that these employees, we're forcing them to go look for somewhere else to work at?
Why are they looking somewhere else? Like, yeah. What are they not fulfilling?
Correct.
You know, I had a guy come to me. Oh, he was at the one of the tint offs, and the guy says, Patrick, he says, I keep getting these tinters, and they keep leaving. I get some guys with experience and some guys not little experience, but they have something, and then they come for a little bit and then they're gone. I said, right. Okay, let's break it down here. What are you paying your guys? Like, if how many cars can he do? What's your average take per car? And what are you paying him? He's like, he tells me, comes to find out, like, at the end of it, like, the guy's generating, I don't know, 215,000, 230,000 gross revenue by himself. One car, 2-3 cars a day by himself, completely on his own. You don't have to worry about him. Just here's the car, finish it, get it done in a timely manner. Find out the guy is paying him like something like $450 a week. And I'm like,
of course, no one's going to stick for that.
I'm like, bro, I said, you want to know how to do it? I said, pay him $75,000. I said, squeeze out $200K in gross revenue out of him. Right. Make that the base, right? You're putting $70,000 into your business. You're giving him $70,000. You're putting $70,000 in your pocket. Right. You're paying him now enough that no one's going to pay him that kind of money. Right. And if he goes on his own, he's going to have to take a $20,000, $30,000 dive, which a lot of people can't do.
It's hard to start on your own.
Oh my God.
It's extremely difficult. It's not easy to just say, hey, open up a shop and turnkey ready. Hey, here's 10 cars a day. Nah, good.
I've been doing it for 2 years.
Good luck. It's
I started my business in 2020.
It's difficult.
I was at the point where, like, I needed more revenue, I needed more income, and I gave the company I was with an opportunity. Just, I broke down the thing, like, this is what we can do. We can scale up this section side of the business. They passed on it. They're like 90% of them was like flat glass. They just happened to have a garage and they could buy film, so they got installers. It's kind of like the money that they make from that could, like, keep the lights on or something. They really care. So I ended up going on my own out of necessity, just because I have 2 young kids. I have a wife. I have my youngest son's has autism, level 3 autism. So he's in specialized therapies 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, and stuff like that. So, like, I need to, like, generate enough. You're a family man.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure on you, my friend.
Bro.
Shout out to all the mothers and stay-at-home moms out there.
Some people that don't know, like, stay-at-home moms are like,
that's a full-time job.
Full-time job.
If my wife gave me a bill to cover all what she does, I could never pay her back.
Oh, there's no way.
No.
She drives around in the cars. She
Yep.
takes care of all the she's like, your job is to make deposits. Go work and make deposits because I couldn't until the lights start turning off. Like I don't know what bills need to be paid.
Right. My wife's like, you just go to work and have fun.
that's my wife.
I have the hard job. I was like, I know you do. I love
no
you.
days off. The kids get sick. They want mommy at night.
100%.
She gets no sleep.
Yep.
She's got to wake up. Got to talk to the teachers. Talk to the bus. Oh, like it's so much work.
When I'm traveling, my kids, they put me on because I have the YouTube, and they're like, I want to see Dad, and they put it on YouTube. Like, oh, Dad, I'm watching you on the TV. I'm like, I'll be home soon.
How does that affect you regards family?
We're getting deep. Let's do it.
We said
real.
nothing.
It's real.
It's hard, right? You're traveling constantly. Is it?
Does it appear that way on social media?
100%.
Yeah.
It feels like you and Jason are in a different city every week.
Sometimes that is true.
I mean, there's the high times and the low times.
Yeah, I do training in San Antonio as well. But yeah, for the most part, I do travel quite a bit for my role. It's not easy.
No.
It's not easy, but you got to do hard things in life. It's not forever, for sure. But you're right. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
But you have a passion for it.
Yeah.
And that's and not anyone can do it.
No.
No.
I take my job pretty serious. I look at the individuals that I'm training, and it's like, these could be one of my kids. Like, I need to help them as well, because I had a really good trainer, but like 18 years old, nobody told me these things. So I want to try to give that back to them, so that maybe one day in life, down their road and then their career path, you'd remember, oh, that guy did tell me this. You got to do hard things. Change your brain.
He was right.
He was right. But then my other full-time job is, being at home as well, and a dad and husband. It's a balance.
You got to get home once you're done from a long day. You got to make sure to help out with the trash and help the kids. Honey, what can I do? Because you can't just sit home and sit down. She's like,
no,
she'll throw a shoe at you.
No, dishes.
I'm on dish duty.
Dish duty, man.
Trash, dish duty. Yep. Unload the dishwasher.
Bring the groceries in.
Oh man, in one swoop.
I load up my arms. I load up my forearms.
You like this?
I'm trying to get jacked like you, man.
I got the sweater on it. You know what I do? I have giant carabiners, 2 of them. So that I click, and then you pick them all up, and it's all shoulders. I can carry like 40 bags. Yes,
it's it's called a mommy hook, right?
Yes, with the little grip, the grippy thing. Yeah, I don't know what it was for. She had it. She had 2 of them. I'm like, I'm using this for the groceries.
Moms use that on the stroller for their purse.
Yeah. I saw it. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna make use of it.
You're a smart guy.
I try. Maybe it's a mixture of laziness too. Like I want to do the most efficient work. I want to do the least amount of energy to get it accomplished and be done.
I mean, I carry that same mindset when I'm heat shrinking. That's why I use the torch. But I understand. I just want to get it done.
Just get it done.
That's real.
How fast can we do it? But still right. Still good.
Correct.
Oh man. And believe it or not, it's been 30 minutes.
That was a blink of an eye.
It flashes quickly. Quickly, guys.
Hey, before we go, I wanted to say thanks for that demonstration of the DSP, because I was completely using it wrong. I'm like, me and Carlos, we were doing a Tesla Model 3 a couple days ago, and I was using the DSP, and I was using too much water. I was putting too much water on the glass, and then I was soaking the hell out of the what do you call it?
Applicator.
The applicator. So I was going to call it the baggie.
The big baggie,
The applicator, and then I was just smushing it on the back window, and it was too wet.
Yes.
It looked dry, but probably at the microscopic level and probably at the layers of the DSP, it was still wet.
Still moisture.
So when I was shrinking, it was just tacking. I was just like, oh my, I'm frying this. I'm going to fry this back window.
the nightmare Model 3, right?
We had to redo that back window, I think 3 times.
Oh no.
The first time it was because there was a little piece of remnants of stickers from registration.
Yeah.
Because in Texas they put the temporary tags on the back window, and so we removed that, and then we used the DSP, and it was just, we were trying to rush. We were trying to move.
I feel
quick.
like once you get into that that stress pattern where you're like,
because then I got the torch to try to speed dry the DSP, and it was just, it looked dry, but then we were trying to shrink it. It was a nightmare.
Whenever you mess up and you're like, okay, I'm going to do it a little bit faster, even 10-15% faster. I want to finish it up. I'm already behind. Like, I just realized you just got to take a deep breath. and just do it right.
Control your breathing.
Just go slow and do it right. Yeah, with DSP, like I tell a lot of people, less is more. You know, you go through a lot less product. People are like, oh, just tell people to soak the hell out of it. They'll go through all the product. They'll have to buy more product. I'm like, I don't care about that.
No, they're gonna get infuriated and they're not gonna use the product because they're gonna think it doesn't work.
Less is more. Yeah, less is more. Everything dry. I'll make sure that there's a video.
And you said to completely dry the back glass.
Everything.
I was not doing that. I was misting it.
Oh, and then applicating it with a wet applicator. Yes. Everything dry. Just wet the applicator. A couple squirts. Less is more. Yeah. Less is more. Well, I'm glad because you're one of like the big pushers of DSP. I love it. I love it.
It works good.
The support, man. Thank you so much.
Got it.
Before we sign off, look in that camera right there, and I want you to tell everyone who you are, where they can find you, where they can find your content, and that way, if people want to see you and want to research you, they can find you.
Thank you, my brother. Marco Cazorla, the film trainer, at the film trainer at all social media platforms. That easy.
Oh man, that's easy.
That's why
How did you get that name? Like
it was just, I don't know. Well, I was, because I'm a fan of the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
I'm like, Joe Rogan Experience, it's easy. I was like, at first I came up with the tint trainer, but I was like, but I don't just do tint.
Right.
I was like, the film trainer.
That's mad.
And I ran with it.
That's beautiful because
it's easy. It's like the
sometimes
film
it's not
and
like
then trainer.
You try to go to Instagram, that's taken, this taken.
Correct. That was not taken.
Oh,
thank you,
man,
God.
Genius.
Thank you, God.
Well, Marco, thank you very much for taking your time. I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you spending some time here, being able to give a little bit back to the community and the tint community, and I appreciate you and everything.
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you guys like this content, make sure, whether you're watching it on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, make sure to give the thumbs up, the bells, whatever. Comment below. Give us some fun love. If you guys have any questions, concerns, shout-outs, hit it up in the comments below. I love you guys. Thank you very much for taking your time out of your day to watch us, and we'll see you guys next time.